Happy Halloween, folks. Got a Halloween sound effect for me? Ooh, that's going to also be a breezy day.
Yes.
Good to be with you on this spirited occasion. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. And the pregame warm-ups wrapping up out in Los Angeles, where it'll be the Lakers going up against the Dallas Mavericks. For Dallas, they struggled in this matchup last season. Only one win for them through 4 games. They'd like to make a statement tonight. Hold on to your seats, folks. Should be a wild ride. Whoa! 2 athletic clubs facing off. Kenny, how do you expect this one to go down?
Ooh, lots of highlight reels, lots of highlight reels, lots of highlight reels, and great showmanship.
Should be exciting for the players and the fans. The team that takes care of the basketball will have the edge.
Woo! Okay, time for tip-off. We send it over to...
What are you riding, a horse, Ernie?
Woo! Kevin Harlan.
It's not a roller coaster, is it?
Everyone, hope you're all enjoying this. Happy Halloween. It's a special October 31st matchup in the NBA here on 2K Sports. With Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and Hall of Fame sideline reporter David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. And tonight we're joined by a legend of the NBA. 5-time NBA champion Kobe Bryant has stopped by. Kobe, great to have you with us.
No, thank you. Thank you for letting me stop in and join you for a bit.
Any chance you might pursue broadcasting in the years to come?
Nope.
Nor coaching?
Nope. Don't have the patience for either.
All right, we're glad you're with us tonight. Western Conference battles always fun. This time it's the Los Angeles Lakers intent on protecting home court. And this matchup with the Mavericks, it's the first meeting of the season. Last season they had the upper hand in the series, going 3-1 against these guys.
And they won the season series against this club last year, but, then again, so did a lot of other teams.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. On the floor right now for the Mavericks, Doncic at the 3 and Dirk at the 4. Matthews out there with J.J. Barea, and it's Mejri in at center. Now Doncic, Rondo missing on the 3 over James, and a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. Doncic has got the first points of the night for the Mavs. And here is LeBron. A 32-point game for him in the win against the Timberwolves in Minneapolis. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot. And Kobe, you've made no apologies throughout your career about being a scorer, but how do you strike that balance between getting buckets and keeping your teammates involved?
Well, it's a thin line, especially for scorers. Because when you're locked into that mentality, it's very easy. It's almost like a racehorse. When you're racing with blinders on, you don't see anything else. You have one focus, right? And so it becomes a matter of trying to understand when to attack throughout the course of the game. For the first 3 quarters, maybe I'll lay back. Or maybe even it's just the first quarter, then close out the first half strong. So you go into halftime with some momentum. But then at the end of the game, that's when you put the blinders back on and you really race for that finish line. And so everything in between just becomes a matter of setting up the pieces so that then you can close the game out the right way. So that's how I thought about it.
And I can sense by the way you describe this that you had to know your teammates' game as well as your own game.
Well, yeah, you got to know how they're feeling going into the game.
Yeah.
Right? Does Pau Gasol have it tonight? How's Elo feeling tonight? Right? You got to be able to measure those things. And if you feel like the team's going to get off to somewhat of a sluggish start, that's when you kick it into high gear immediately, right? And so it's a bit of a guessing game, but it's more so being able to spend the time with your teammates and talk to them, and that'll help you gauge a little bit better.
Now here's Matthews after Luka Doncic's miss, and Matthews gets it to go. And Kobe, many people measure success in the NBA with the number of rings, not so much the stats. For Karl Malone and Steve Nash and guys of that ilk, they're truly great players, but they never won a championship. How are these legacies measured, do you think, when all is said and done, when you take a look at the landscape of that topic?
Well, they're great players who just never won championships. I mean, it's that simple to me. They're just phenomenal players. And winning a championship is extremely difficult. You have to have so many things go right for you, and you have to be extremely fortunate to be with an organization and to have a GM that understands talent, understands the cap, understands how to build championship caliber teams. And Michael and myself were extremely fortunate, as was Larry, as was Magic. But at the same time, it becomes a player's responsibility to lead that core group of players to the title.
Pocket 2. Here's LeBron. Another shot. Got a hand on it. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play. Los Angeles shooting their first free throw attempt on the night.
Yeah, last season, around 71% of the free throws made. And you know what? That has to be a point of emphasis this year.
Looking at who's out there now for the Lakers. Zubac is checked in for Chandler. Ingram comes in for James. Josh Hart, he's checked in for Caldwell Pope. And it's Lonzo Ball in for Rajon Rondo. And as the focal point offensively, reading the defense, so critical to have that split-second reaction and trying to figure out where their defense is going in such a short time frame. It's amazing.
Well, that's part of the magic trick because it's already figured out, right, through film. So when I watch a game, I know what their coverages are, right? So I know
you could figure out what, and because there's so many coverages. I mean, let's face it.
But they all kind of do the same thing. Right, so when you watch the game, if I'm preparing for the Bulls or preparing for whoever, I can look and see what their defensive packages are because they can't just throw something new in there, right? Because they've been doing this defense since training camp, right? So you're generally going to see the same rotations. So now I can put guys on the floor and set up the pieces to take advantage of that rotation.
Well, just tremendous awareness from Dennis Smith Jr. Recognizing a teammate is open, let me make the game easy for him.
Ball kicks to Hart. Ball with it. Now Smith defending. Smith against Ball. Here's Zubac. Jordan with some nice D.
That's simply not aggressive enough. Needs to show grit and determination and didn't on that one.
Doncic passes to Smith. Here's Ingram. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball.
Gotta see Ingram get going down low. Just another dimension of his game that he continues to develop.
Ball against Smith. There's a minute left in the first. Barnes outside. Shoots over ball. Barnes can't get it to go. Lakers lead by 3. Ingram wide open. Drops one in from the wing. Ingram's got 6.
That's an example of great communication. He knows the spot to get to, and the pass is waiting for him.
Smith against Ball. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times.
And that one's good. Ingram.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
23 seconds left here in the first quarter. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Smith outside. The pass to Jordan. Great pass to set up the lay-in.
And the shooting percentage Jordan records from here is insane. If you get him the ball in a good spot, he usually finishes.
And so the first quarter is in the books. Lakers lead by 5. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment. Now in the later stages of his career, Dirk Nowitzki talked about how special he feels marching his way up the all-time scoring leaderboard.
Makes you reflect, milestones always make you reflect on everything. I've been really blessed.
And it's clear, GA, that Dirk still enjoys playing the game and draining buckets in a variety of ways.
You can't deny his legacy. Arguably the best 7-foot shooter in the history of our game, which is why he's so high up on that leaderboard.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And what stands out to you from the Lakers in this one?
Through that first one, they've turned this thing into a track meet.
I'll tell you, they've simply been more assertive in the open floor. They're leaking out early, converting with confidence.
On the court for Dallas here in the second, Smith at point and Doncic next to him. Powell is out there with Harrison Barnes. And it's Jordan in at the 5 down low.
Has the vertical needed to dunk it. Doncic showing off the power and flair that he possesses.
And Kobe, I remember you saying that curiosity is such a valuable trait in a player. I bet the triangle was a very intriguing offense for you to learn and grasp.
Oh yeah, it created such a system. It's like, jazz. When people watch jazz musicians orchestrating, it seems as if they're freelancing, but they're freelancing with a built-in structure. You have to have structure in order to be able to freelance and create these amazing things. And the triangle gave unbelievable structure. And some of the people that I've talked to that have competed against the triangle and lost against the triangle, whether it's to us or to the Bulls, all lament about the triangle is the biggest crock of garbage. It's just you and Michael. And I said, you know what? Let's have a conversation about that. Do you remember this play? Yeah. Okay, that play happened at the moment it happened, 2 minutes ago in the fourth quarter, because we knew in the first minute of the game when we ran it, you did this defensively. So we said, okay, they did that, check, we'll wait. Okay, now let's look at this action. Okay, this action, how they're playing this action. They're playing it that way. All right, check, hold it, we'll wait.
Interesting.
Right? And so in the fourth quarter, we're able to take advantage. Why? Because we have a structure. From that structure, we know what you are doing, and we know how to counter what you're doing. Right? There's a reason Michael can look at Steve Kerr in a timeout and say, be ready. How would he know that?
Yeah, right.
How would he know that unless he knew every time he drove middle, Stockton was coming over to help on his dribble penetration? He could have made that pass to Steve Kerr in the first quarter, second quarter, third quarter. Why did he wait?
That's good stuff. And Kobe, you think about playing the game, you don't miss the physical side of it, but I know the mental side was so big for you, especially as your career went on.
Well, yeah, every season was a new puzzle, right? So it's, as a leader of the team, it's not so much about yourself. You have to put that to the side and think about how to put together the puzzle for your teammates. How do you put them in a situation where they're reaching their max potential?
Yes.
Right? That's what gets the championship done. So every season is exciting because the puzzle is new. Right? The emotions, the goals that your teammates have are all new. And so you have to figure out how can you put them in the best possible position to be successful and in turn help us win a championship.
It's a great explanation. Tyson Chandler is checked in for the Lakers. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Now Barea. We saw him with 19 points his last outing. Barnes against Stevenson, and he uses the glass on the layup. And the Mavericks lead by 1.
Yeah, just take the hit, maintain your focus. Nice scoring finish by Barnes.
And Kobe, you think about that leadership role, challenging teammates, putting results above relationships. A lot of guys aren't comfortable with that scenario.
Yeah, most of those guys don't win, so that's that's fine. It's just the reality of the situation.
Yeah.
If you're comfortable in the moments of being uncomfortable, that will get you ultimately to being comfortable in gym.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, the Mavericks were ecstatic when Dennis Smith Jr. fell to them with the 9th pick of the 2017 draft. For a team in need of athleticism and size at the point guard, it's been a hand-in-glove fit. The 6'3" Smith has a 48-inch vertical, one of the highest ever measured.
A terrific young player, an elite NBA athlete. David, that's for sure. Good stuff, thanks. And good that time.
It's incredible to me, Kevin, how remarkably in tune LeBron is with the movement of his teammates. The guy is a scorer, he's a creator, he's a force to be reckoned with.
Now here's Barnes. He's got 7, and it's blocked by Stevenson, and he recovers it.
Harrison Barnes.
1:52 left to play here in the second quarter. And there's the call on measure. That is his first foul of the game. And the Lakers with some changes. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Lance Stevenson, and it's Josh Hart in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And here is Los Angeles now, trailing by 2. They're coming off that win against Minnesota.
I tell you what, how efficient they were at scoring the basketball, especially for an away game, that was impressive.
Yeah, I don't think it's ever easy playing on the road, obviously. But that night, they were really in rhythm, shot the ball with such ease and confidence.
5 on the clock, to the paint, and stolen by James. I'd like to give a big thank you once again to Kobe Bryant for coming by, and feel free anytime to drop by and join our broadcast.
Thank you, man. It's been wonderful. Thank you for having me.
And with Kobe stopping by the booth doors, I'm always amazed at the type of things Kobe will notice about both NBA and the players competing that the casual fans rarely think about.
Well, you think back to Kobe's career and how much his preparation and studying of the league and his opponents contributed to his success. And obviously, with what we just heard, this guy still holds so much knowledge of the game.
And guys, you know, you never run out of things that you can improve upon.
I think, Greg, it's important to keep that hunger, right? You're always striving to get better and to change things up.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Ball's checked in. Then for the Mavericks, DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Measure. Doncic comes in for Dirk Nowitzki. And it's Dennis Smith in for J.J. Barea. The Lakers with LeBron wasted no time trying to surround him with free agent signings, Greg, to help round out the supporting cast.
Names came in rapid succession after LeBron committed. Caldwell-Pope, Rondo, Stevenson all joined in short order. We'll see how far this team goes, but you cannot deny how interesting things have gotten with this roster.
Now Smith after LeBron's three-pointer that didn't go. That's tipped, and the call will be against Lonzo Ball. That is his first foul of the game. Brandon Ingram, he's checked in for James. And Dallas with a change here, too. Powell's checked in. There's 39 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Smith outside, just 5 on the clock. For 3. Jordan kicks to Powell. Pass to Smith. Shoots over Kuzma. Offensive rebound. Smith against Kuzma. And here's Matthews for the 3. It's good. The assist that time from Smith. Smith's got 4 assists in the game. From deep three-point range, and no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. The Mavericks on top, up by 3. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Harrison, a big first half for you offensively. How did you get loose?
My teammates just been fine to me. I've just been trying to just run hard, make good backdoor cuts, run it in transition, and give me good looks.
You have not stopped moving at all, and it's led to good results. Thanks, Harrison. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, Hoop fans. NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. EJ, Shaq, Jet. The first quarter for the Mavericks was fairly even. They did give up a couple baskets more than they wanted to, and at the end of the period, were trailing by 5 points. The second quarter was a different story than the first. They played with energy and confidence in building a 3-point lead at the break. And Kenny, what are your thoughts on how Dallas played?
Well, there was a big spark from the bench in the first half. Sometimes you're hoping for your reserves to come in and just hold court, but they didn't do that. They actually got better.
Shaq, your take on the Lakers.
Their defense has been practically non-existent. Sure, they're facing a team that got hot. You can even say a bit lucky at times, but no one is stepping up on D and taking anything away. Have some pride. Don't let a guy shoot like that in your face.
Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now just a few minutes away from the start of the third quarter.
And welcome back to the second half of our Halloween broadcast. You have to like what you're seeing from Luka Doncic.
Yeah, so far they haven't found an answer for him, a scoring machine here in that first half.
And it's mattered not, Greg, whether he's been spotting up or creating for himself. He was unstoppable, and you hope it carries over to the second half.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Mavericks leading by 3. Caldwell Pope and LeBron fill out the wings. Kyle Kuzma is out there with Chandler, and it's Rondo in at the 1. That's the Laker 5. Now here's Nowitzki, still looking for his first bucket in this one. We now have rules, Doors, that protect shooters from defenders stepping underneath them. But what about when the defender leaves his feet and the offensive player steps underneath and tries to draw the foul?
Well, I think one of the things that we have to look at is, okay, we certainly do not want the defender to have unnatural movements which place him underneath the feet of the shooter, because that's where injuries can happen. On the other side of the equation, and this has become problematic to me, you see far too many shooters either jump unnaturally outside of what should be a straight up and down shooting motion, or guys who kick their legs sideways in an attempt to draw contact and fall over. But Kev, this is where officiating is about feel, touch, and vision.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Move shots.
And that one misses. And the second free throw, good. Outside Matthews. And a minute played as the second half gets going. Rondo against Barea. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
Guys, how about J.J. Barea? In his 12th year in the NBA, no less, he establishes career highs across the board and does nothing but get better with age. I love it.
Two shots.
He misses the free throw. And Barea now in his second run with Dallas won an NBA title with the team, you may recall, back in 2011.
Well, he was critical in that title run, Kev, and now he's trying to help this organization rebuild. This guy, a clear fan favorite, and it's incredible to me. He seems to be getting better with his age.
Good on the second free throw.
Well, how about the guy, undrafted, undersized guard out of Puerto Rico? What a career J.J. Barea has made for himself.
Now here's LeBron. He's got 8. LeBron is doubled. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. And so it's the Lakers with it. To the inside, just his first attempt. That one off the back iron and out.
Now that's where they want to go with the ball. They can tolerate a few misses as long as he gets his touches inside.
Lakers trail by 6. Good. And it's Rondo who picks up the assist. And that's 10 points for LeBron.
You love the focus from LeBron James. He's near the rim, so he's got to use his size and his skill to full advantage.
Here's Doncic. Rajon Rondo with the rebound.
Man, right play, wrong result on that one. Generally, you knock those down.
Yeah, that's a surprising miss, Greg. I have a feeling if they get that shot again, they'll knock it down next time.
Now here's Rondo. That one drops for him. Rondo's got 8 points.
They're doing work here in the second half. 3 or 4 to start.
Barea against Rondo. Here is Barea. Over in the corner, Matthews. Just 4 to shoot. Chandler with the rebound. Chandler's got his 4th rebound in this one.
I don't like their energy level since the break, right? They've missed 3 of their first 4 shots.
Oh, wow. 4 or 5 to start the half. Coming out on fire.
The Dallas Mavericks last season could not have been more disappointing, Doris.
Well, you think about management for this organization, Kevin. They had tried to avoid a rebuild. But at some point, every franchise probably has to go through it. And one of the things you must have in a rebuild is patience.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Beasley's checked in for Chandler. Lance Stevenson comes in for Kyle Kuzma. Ingram, he's checked in for Caldwell Pope. And it's Lonzo Ball in for Rajon Rondo. Then for the Mavericks, Jordan, he's checked in for Mejri. Harrison Barnes comes in for Dirk Nowitzki. And Smith subbed in for Wesley Matthews. Los Angeles shooting their second and third free throws tonight.
At the line for 2.
That's good from Ball. Well, Greg, you knew that the Laker front office and Magic were going to do everything they could to bring in big-name free agents, and they succeeded. They got the biggest name of them all in LeBron.
LeBron coming to L.A. completely shifts the mindset of this organization. Team was very busy the rest of the free agent period as well. Still made very aggressive plays, as this is a team that is looking to win now.
Dallas has gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. Doncic passes to Jordan. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Jordan's got his second bucket tonight.
And you got to respect Luka's passing skills. Just a multi-talented player who is all about sharing the basketball.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, it seems every season new records are set for the number of three-pointers made and attempted. It's proven to be successful, and of course, it is a copycat league. It's hard to know why it took so long for everyone to catch on, but now that they have, the effects continue to ripple throughout the league.
They sure have, David. Thank you.
2 shots.
For Beasley, as most people know, Doris, it's been a wild ride getting here.
It certainly has, Kevin, but the talent was undeniable, right? Let's remember this guy was a former number 2 overall pick. Reality is, though, he had to spend some time in China. He needed an adjustment to both his game and his attitude.
That's good from Beasley. Josh Hart, he's checked in for the Lakers. And he can't hit the second. You know, a skill that doesn't show up in the box score? The drawing charge calls. In your opinion, there are, I'm sure, a lot that you think are the best at it.
Yeah, I think, Kevin, sometimes this comes at a cost physically that you have to be willing to absorb. I've seen Marcus Smart take a charge from LeBron James. That's 6'8", 250-plus pounds coming at you full speed. Kemba Walker, Draymond Green. But, Kevin, you know this. When you draw a charge, you have essentially given yourself an extra possession, and you've put the opponent at a detriment because it's a foul against that player who's committed it.
Means a lot. And Michael Beasley picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Smith kicks to Powell. Barnes finds Smith. 5 on the clock. Over Ball. And it's Dallas with another.
Boy, that is about as low a percentage shot as I've ever seen. I guess this guy likes a challenge.
Beasley against Jordan. Back to Hart. From the arc. The Mavericks pull it in. Jordan's got 6 rebounds in the game. Smith dishes to Doncic. Barnes outside. Kicks it to Jordan. 1:09 left to play in the third. Draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line. And DeAndre Jordan this last offseason opting out of his contract with the LA Clippers. He felt, Greg, obviously it was time to move on.
It didn't take long for Jordan to find a new home here in Dallas. Had almost signed with them last time he was a free agent. Closed the deal this time around. Still has a lot to offer and a really good fit for this team inside.
.109 left in the third. Ball, the pass to LeBron. Shoots from 12. Hands with the ball out of bounds. Jordan touched it last. And now here's the upcoming schedule for the Dallas Mavericks. On Friday, they'll go up against Kristaps Porzingis and the New York Knicks. And then on Tuesday, They'll go up against Bradley Beal and the Washington Wizards.
And for the matchup with the Jazz, it's the second game of a back-to-back, and you know they're going to be feeling the effects of it. Playing that much basketball in that short amount of time really takes a toll.
And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
And how about the deceptive strength of Ingram, just willing his shots in over the defense?
For the Dallas Mavericks, it's been a rough couple years, but Doris, you get the sense that this lull is just temporary.
And the reason you think that's because when you combine great coaching with great management, you know you're going to make the right decision more often than not. So it's never easy to turn over an aging roster, but they hit big time on Dennis Smith Jr., and overall, I think the arrow is pointing up with this organization.
And that one falls for Ingram.
And guys, really no ceiling on Ingram. This is a guy who has the potential to be a truly great player before it's all done.
Now, here is Smith. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. That one is on Beasley. When Dennis Smith Jr. gets going, Doris, you can just see the explosiveness he has.
Oh, Kev, I mean, I'll tell you, the burst is amazing. And what I like is he will dunk over any player, and if necessary, dunk through a player.
Two shots.
And he makes the first. And you know, Dennis Smith Jr. is a player who just is oozing with confidence when you see him play.
Yeah, I just love how Smith Jr. will attack every player he goes up against. Chris Paul, who Smith Jr. goes way back with, noticed how even as a rookie, he approaches every challenge head on. As a rookie, Smith Jr. was just jawing at the bets and dunking on everyone. He has the game to back up that personality.
And here's James. He'll bring it up for the Lakers. This game is finished. They'll be off to Portland taking on the Trailblazers. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Outstanding take to the rack by Lebron, always looking to get to the charity stripe.
The Lakers have shot 5 of 6 at the foul line tonight.
At the line for two.
No good on that one.
And they came out of the locker room after halftime with a much more physical approach than what we saw in that first half.
So he comes up empty, missing both.
Father Time has not caught up to LeBron James yet. This man looks like he is on a mission, and he continues to add to his legacy.
Smith, and the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
They are just killing him on the interior.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Free throw drop for Smith.
And they're drawing more whistles and working their way to the line here in the second half.
Now, here's Ball. Pass to LeBron. Whistle blows, if that's going to be a travel. So it's the Dallas Mavericks ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates, Greg. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Lakers trail by 9. On the floor for Dallas starting the fourth quarter here. Inside pairing is Dirk and Jordan. J.J. Barea is out there with Smith. And it's Barnes in at the 3 slot.
And I just love the aggressiveness from Ball. When he's driving to the hoop, he's ready to attack the rim at will.
Barnes outside. Goes up on the wing. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. Smith's got assist number 5 here tonight.
A one-man show offensively, and that's almost always good news for his team.
Los Angeles calls timeout.
There's a seriousness about Harrison Barnes and the way he approaches his improvement as an NBA player. This guy had to work on being able to create his own shot, which led to that increased scoring after joining Dallas. I think the next step is probably, can you create for others and make them better?
And Los Angeles with some changes. Tyson Chandler is checked in for Beasley. Caldwell Pope comes in for Josh Hart. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Ball. The Mavericks also with a sub. Matthews is checked in. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Luke Walton was saying to the team. He said, do you want this game? Don't tell me about it. Show me and show your teammates. We've got to play better, and we've got to play harder if we're going to come back. Guys?
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes. Another triple, and that's been the story of this second half.
Boy, they have consistently been draining shots from deep, and that can take the heart out of an opponent.
Here's Chandler. Yep, that one goes.
Well, there's the king of the putbacks, right? Chandler devastating on the offensive glass.
Barea kicks to Smith, launches it. The Lakers with the rebound. Outside Rondo. Cans it from downtown.
And just great offensive execution by both sides, leaving nothing on the table.
What an offensive clinic we have been given today. They're hitting every single thing they put at the rim right now.
And Matthews gets it to go.
Listen, he's been a key component of their offense tonight, efficient and effective.
How about the versatility of Ingram? Just remarkable at putting the ball in the hoop in really a variety of ways.
Now here's Barea. Outside Jordan. Passes it to Smith. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Jordan. And 12 points for Smith.
There is so much to Dennis Smith and his game. The step back, the spot up, you name it, the total package offensively.
Kuzma can't get it to go.
Oh, he'd like to have that one back. He almost never get that wide open a look.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And here's what the schedule looks like for the Los Angeles Lakers. On Saturday, they'll go up against C.J. McCollum and the Portland Trailblazers. And then on Sunday, they'll be matching up against Kyle Lowry and the Toronto Raptors.
And for that game against the Kings, this is one where it would take a complete meltdown for them not to come away with the win. Anything can happen, but I'd be shocked if they don't come out on top.
And the first one drops.
I think when you talk about the Dallas Mavericks, it's not hard to think about the ownership. Driven, intelligent, committed, and the team has embodied those traits.
Measury, he's checked in for Dallas. Doncic comes in for Smith. And he makes both free throws. And even though the Mavericks had a couple of bad years in a row, this franchise remains rock solid.
Well, think about they've had consistency from the top down. It's a pioneering organization that's always looking at the next innovation. And remember, they have a very strong fan base. Boy, the defense collapsing and throwing him off balance on his way to the cup.
Now, here's Doncic. He's guarded by Caldwell Pope. Barea kicks to Matthews. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Doncic. And it's in. Basket number 6 for him thus far. He has only missed 2 shots from the floor.
And certainly not lacking in confidence. When Doncic gets these inside looks, he just jumps all over.
A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Now the pass to Ingram. They get a hand on it, and stolen by Nowitzki. Barea with it. To the middle, Chandler with the steal. Now the Lakers on the break. They need this. And there's a nice layup by Kuzma.
Boy, this guy's a rock. You know, this is a player that you can count on to produce under any circumstance.
And the Mavericks call time here.
Let's remember, back in 2001, Tyson Chandler was picked 2nd overall. You'll love that he won a title with the Mavericks as the starting center. And how about the longevity? Really impressive.
Chance now to recognize our Jordan Player of the Game, Dennis Smith.
And to me, the best part of his game has been the work he's done inside. I mean, slashing, driving the lane, attacking the basket at every chance. When he's had an opening, he's taken it.
I don't know if they expected him to have this much of an impact, but the timing couldn't have been better. They dropped 2 straight leading into this one and did not want to lose 3 in a row. And when you think about Chandler, tremendous high school player in Compton, California, but initially grew up on a farm.
Yeah, young Tyson milking cows, slopping pigs, cultivating crops. How about he's nearly 6 feet tall at age 9, and once he got to the city, he became one of the more storied high school players in the LA area, and then goes on to do great things in the pros. What a story, what a journey.
Yeah, you got to respect the awareness level of Rondo. When his teammates have a clean look at the basket, the ball gets there without hesitation.
Now here's Barea. A floater. That's tipped. Pass to James. Matthews with the rebound. Dallas leading by 13. He kicks it to Barea. And it's Rajon Rondo with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Nowitzki, the pass to Doncic. Shoots over Kuzma.
No question as to which team gave the better effort tonight. A dominant performance and an outstanding win for the Mavericks.
They enjoyed a big boost from the strong play of their bench.
The subs came in and did their job. Those points off the bench were key to their victory.
And it'll mark their 4th win on the year. Actually, their 5th win on the year.
And once it becomes official, this win gives them a nice confidence boost against this team. They'll face them twice more this season.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Dennis Smith.
Boy, his assist total to me is the most telling.
Wow.
LeBron James, ever the showman, with an exceptional slam there. One of the best dunkers in the history of the game.
And that last replay, courtesy of the Under Armour Hover Havoc, unleashing a little bit of chaos. Barea against Rondo. It's Matthews on the wing. Shot clock at 5. Over Caldwell Pope. So we see the Mavericks get the win here. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time, GA, this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up at the finish.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. DeAndre, what do you think this team's identity is this season?
We just have so many guys that can score. It's going to be somebody's night every night, like I keep saying. But we're also, our half-court offense is getting a lot better.
The ball is moving around, DeAndre. Thanks for your time. Kevin?
David, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.